Hello, how's everybody doing today? My name's Joe, and today I'm here to discuss with you on how to live and how to prepare for living in Alaska, winter Alaska at that. Our temperatures here average between 20 above zero to 60 below zero. It gets pretty cold. What I'm going to discuss with you today is some of the dangers that have to deal with that cold and how to prepare yourself for them, particularly your vehicle and what you need inside of your vehicle to get through those temperatures. Some dangers with those temperatures, of course, are frostbite. I got a good story that goes along with frostbite. About a year ago, I had to go outside and help some guys move some equipment from in front of a hangar. I was only outside for about 3 or 4 minutes, but that day it was 40 below zero with a wind chill that took it down to about 52 below zero. So needless to say, it was pretty cold. I was only outside for about 3 or 4 minutes. I had my gloves, my jacket, and everything else on, but I didn't have a hat on when I was out there. Now my ears felt cold, but that was all it felt to me. I mean, it wasn't painful or anything else. Maybe a little uncomfortable, but it wasn't too bad. But once I went inside the hangar there, the heated hangar, my ears started to warm up. I started to get that blood flowing back through them, and it was extremely painful. What I had was actually a mild case of frostbite. Now, because I was so close to a warm building, was able to get in there and get it taken care of fairly quickly, I didn't have any after effects from that. Everything is good to go now. But myself and whoever was in there that witnessed it at the time, we definitely learned a lesson. You need to definitely make sure that you're prepared to cover up all your exposed skin in those temperatures. With that being said, you don't want to be outside too long, So pretty much the most time you're outside is when you're driving to and from town, and grocery shopping, the movies, or whatever. So you want to make sure your vehicle is in good operating condition. So that's what I'm going to talk about next, is preparing your vehicle. Now your vehicle, you want to make sure that all your fluid levels are topped off. You got the correct mixtures. What I mean by correct mixtures, I'm talking about your coolant levels. You got the correct antifreeze to water mixture. Now you can either do this yourself or you can take it to a mechanic. It's entirely up to you. Next thing you want to make sure it's accomplished is all your oil servicing is topped off and changed. All your fluids in your axles is changed. I was told, and I recommend using some synthetic fluids. I've had no problems with it. It works really good up here in these temperatures. So now we got our fluids taken care of. Let's look into our heaters. Now your heaters are pretty important. These will keep your vehicle from freezing on you when you're parking it outside. They'll turn into an ice cube if you don't have heaters on them. The type of heaters you install on your vehicle: you use a block heater, an oil pan heater, a transmission heater, and a battery heater. Now the last thing you want to do, is go to a grocery store, go inside about an hour and a half, you come outside, and your vehicle's a block of ice, because one of your heaters wasn't operational. So even after you have those heaters installed, make sure that they work and check them every year. Make sure that they're good to go. It's very frustrating. For one, you got to figure out a way to get your vehicle home. Two, you're stranded there, so you get through to get yourself home, and now you got to figure out a way to defrost your vehicle. And it's also time consuming. You can take anywhere between a week to 2 weeks for that to finally defrost out and be drivable again. So being prepared is definitely a key to success. On top of that, now we got our vehicle winterized. We're going to make sure that ourselves are prepared, and I'm talking a survival bag. Now in my survival bag, I make sure I got a change of clothes, candles, matches, spare food, water, first aid kit. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So you need to plan accordingly to what you think you may need. You may be out there for 10 minutes. You may be out there for several hours. It's entirely up to you to plan. The key is to make sure that you're prepared. So we talked about some of the dangers, with the temperatures and frostbite. We talked about how to prepare your vehicle, and we also talked about what you should have in your vehicle, i.e. your survival bag. If there are any further questions, you guys can see me after this discussion. But other than that, thank you for your time. You guys have a good day.